back out in the swamp. My phone just didn't work at all. Last week, lighting. Here's that chart I was talking about. See, it snows. So I'm thinking about doing is gluing whatever is coming undone, and then I'm going to take it to Office Depot or any print shop to have it laminated. And this is a chart for Palm Beach County, so it's really important. I went to Tuppence and got a few charts. Went in, a bunch of rolled up maps and charts and beautiful things. And it's like, how much are these? And they're like $20. So a few days later, I said some like tarot cards and stuff like that, and game cards. So I went back later to grab a few maps, and they were gone. They got new ones in, and I have that here. Let me turn this off now. Let me close that drawer. So I'm clearing the desk now to make room for a new life. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. And some new babies, Top Spot, Palm Beach County. I really want to get the whole state, so let me move y'all maybe up here. Got a bunch of stuff to sift through. Got these, made all these. Oh, dusty. They smell really good. They're essentially. This one's my favorite. This is a corn snake. The tongue of a corn snake that my cat got. Left me the head. This is a 1992 penny in a bottle. I always wanted one of those pennies in a bottle. I was really excited to find one. And it happened to be the year of my birth. The year of my curse. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Alright. Nice and cozy today. I spent the last few weeks fishing in Lake Worth. Really happy about that. I didn't catch anything. Caught a few butterfish, which I gave all those away. Here's rock comb. It's really good actually for use as hammers. So this stays. There. Where should I put in pounders? Huh. Let's see. A lot of swimming. Finally got my ankles back. Gosh, look at those bags. I'll start putting my money bags. Yes, I've been going pretty hard into one direction finally, rather than multiple. And it's always been an issue for me. I have too many interests. Well, not really. There's just anything interests me, and I have a hard time focusing as is. And I have a lot of hobbies. I like all crafts. All crafts I've tried, and I still want to try. Like micro mosaics look really nice, but we're taking a break from all that. I'm packing her all up, but not for long. I'm gonna keep a few activities if you will. And I'm trying to figure out what, like, craft medium. What craft mediums? Sorry. I'm making a mess in here, but it has to be done. The last time I was here was about 3 weeks ago, and I was setting it up for copper work. But I'm still keeping that. I'm just gonna put this sorry. Probably gonna make it like a to-go kind of thing. Alright. So letter beads, that always comes in handy. And I'm gonna keep some beads out gonna try to make some lures. I'm gonna grab the lures actually, because I did make a few. Oops. I hope everyone's beautiful and having a really good day. Forgot to do that. Alright, I'll be right back. I just want to show you all. So, the wire I use, like, it's just weak wire. For this. So, one of my grandpa's DVDs, he rated every DVD. So this one was good, well worth watching. Kept it just for that. And it's huge. Really cute little tool set, so that'll go in the diaper. But I didn't brush my hair, I should have done that. I have very different, meaning right now, not meaning, different, anyway. But I like decorating hooks. I usually do it for co-block and my dad every Father's Day. And still have a map on my hands. So I just decorate them with what I have. This one I added a spoon. Oh wait, no, not this one. The one I just dropped it. This one has a feather. I have some nice old. Well, you know what? I should just do this because then you'll actually be able to see it. I'll show you these first because the other ones are in the other room. So these are some Lake Worth art pieces. I find them in the art boxes. So this guy. Sorry for my hands. They're gonna be pretty gnarly for the next few forevers because I'm taking it to sea. Unfortunately, the land is just not for me. This is the longest I've ever lived inland. I briefly lived in Colorado, but that's years ago. And, well, let me show these two together. So, yeah. Nice. Blue wire, green wire. And I keep anything with rhinestones and sequins out, probably, for this reason. I just want to get better wire. And maybe some resin that's, biodegradable, if that even exists. I don't know. But a spoon on this one. And feathers. And these are just quickly made. They're mainly, I don't think anybody I've made these for has ever used them. I try to get it as strong as possible. I have some GS Hypo Cement, maybe that'll help. But I don't know what's, I want to talk to somebody who makes lures or ties flies. See what is the best to use. Because I don't want to cause any. This one is just some piece of plastic from packaging, I believe. Can't really remember. And a few more of these, like, you know, simple ones. This one, just feathers. And this one, more rhinestones with the feathers. And this bar, the red. I think she's quite pretty, honestly. And I really should just let me grab it. I'll take one. My dad gave me his tackle box a few months ago, I guess. Here, let me show this first, because I got lures. Y'all. But a lot of them are for freshwater, and my grandpa's. So, anyway. Okay, so this is my favorite. My favorite color. Okay. Step up. Oh, yeah. My favorite color combination is almost chartreuse yellow, yellowy green neon, with hot neon pink. And these are old, so these I keep for sentimental reasons. But let's see. And I've been asking around for people's favorite tackle here on the southeast coast, Atlantic, southeast Florida. And my dad's friend said Cuda tube. So I'm fixing to get some of those. They're very cheap. Because I do want to practice with lures also. And, but gosh, I'm so sentimental and I don't want to lose any of them. That was a nice one, nice hook on that. And, I mean, there's quite a few. This one kind of reminded me of like a dragonfly or something, the head. And this is hair. I don't know what animal, but hair. And this one's pretty cool. I like the curve of the red, like a teaser. I think that's what they're called. And my dad's boat is almost back, so cannot wait to get out there. Because we go a few miles off, but this time I'm going to be prepared. I have this guy. I can't figure out the scale. But offshore Cape Canaveral to Key West, and if anybody has Captain Seagull's charts, this one is number CCKW32, and it's chart. So I have a closer point, but this is really nice to find. Here, let me do it again. Sorry, it's on my face. It's actually the first time I wore any form of lipstick in 3 weeks. I've been beasting out happily. I got my tackle box on the set. I need a few things from in here, but yes, where is it? Here. This really good swimming. That's where I got blue hair. It's also like worth inland. And then the jetties are. I should grab the other map right here. I'll grab the other map. So this is old one. This is. Oh, I'm really excited for this. I wish I could zoom out more. But I'm trying to familiarize myself with all of the, the language. And as you can see here, you have spoils, submersed piles, which will be nice to drop the camera. And, yeah, move up. Ooh! Hey, Yellowbeard! I finally got the proper updated chart map for fishing, not for navigation, but really good to get, into the bits that you're, like, for instance, this bridge right here, that's where we swim. And this Peanut Island, could go right across it. Huge sandbars. And say it foul, spoil, shoal. Beautiful words. I'm not exactly familiar what they all mean. So I had it on my phone already downloaded, but I couldn't download it to the drive to get it on my computer when I was at my parents' house because my cell service didn't work and they don't have internet. And, what's it called? What was I just saying? Jeez. Oh, so I finally got it on the computer so I don't have to hold my phone and, like, Zoom. IHO is the International Hydrography Organization, and they look at all that's going on. They have the S4, and that's the international, how to read these, how to read map or charts. And I'm really excited because it seems like they're about to scan a lot because it'll be easier to show you on this one. if you look here, that's when these like quadrants, or what would that be called? Like a quadrant? I don't know. Were charted. So here we're in B3, but B5. So B3, 1940 to 1969, partial bottom coverage. B3, or B5, sorry. Where's B5? Oh yeah, B5. Pre-1900, y'all. Is that not wild? It is like Okeechobee. They pulled out like a 3,000-year-old arrowhead made out of coral from here. And it's right down the street in the grand scheme of things. Fixing to try to find a boat. So I've been on Boat Trader for purposes of learning all the vessels, because I'm just used to old fishing boats. My dad's is 21 feet, no cabin, nothing. And but anyways, when I grew up caring for my dad since I was a kid, but he packed himself a smaller one and gave me this one, and I'm really excited because I always loved the any like old logos with the rainbow involved, like Commodore, Plano. I just took it from things. And like the orange, like yellow, blue, red. It's really nice. So I'll give you a little tour because I'm quite excited. Because I left all my fishing stuff when my grandparents died. I was living in, they had two houses right next door to each other. They got them in like the 50s. My great-grandma was a little, she was a master banjo player, but she's also a little real estate agent. And so, I was living this, and then I had to move out for, I can't even say it because they were like, the one of them was nutty. And I just don't want that, like, ever near me in my life. Because it's just so negative. I don't get it. Anyway, they pawned or sold or donated all my fishing stuff, all my poles, all my grandpa's poles. I'm sorry. I live right next to the ocean. I stay salty. So, especially that. And I've been trying to recuperate ever since. And the box, oh my god, the box was so cool. The box was made out of like a for sale sign. It was wood and a little latch. It was just a small wood box made out of a for sale sign. I used to have a huge collection of those boxes where people would just make them out of whatever piece of wood wasn't being used. And it was usually for sale signs or boat signs for somebody, and they're always very, very old. So it's a bummer forever, but I found the reel that I lost, and it's $33, so I'm sure I could pawn some gold. I do have a gold ring I'm gonna pawn because it's missing a stone. I was gonna put like turquoise in it or something that was you know, affordable, and trade whoever wanted to do that. The diamonds that are in it, they're small ones, but I keep checking them out. But the reel is more important. And these great. I'm gonna make temporary earrings with these for a picture. So I had incense in there, and rose petal incense. I've been finding little things, so I've been putting them in there. These are also the hooks I've been finding. I put them all here. All the hooks that I pull up from swimming, because I grab any tackle. I swim with the dive bell, and on my dive bell I have a magnet. And that magnet, oh my gosh. I got it for magnet fishing, but it's a little too weak. And, oh, before I forget, a little Pyrex tube, but I have one. It's an old collection for. Yeah, I have two old test tubes. This one is Stingers, West Palm Beach. Maybe this had liquor in it or something. Might as well keep them in here for now. But this is like miscellaneous stuff, and this is also miscellaneous stuff. I always have to grab my Florida water pencil, and got some leader. I got this from the pier because I had none, and I got this leader for snapper because I got teeth, and squeaky, and what hooks I have currently, and I'm actually gonna try to find some different ones. So beaky ready to go. I use it a few times to try to get as much use out of him as possible. And it was pretty dry the other day, other than that snock, but not in season. That was cute. Tiny, tiny little, I don't know what you would call the beads in this context, but beads. I was holding my hand weird. Like that. Interesting. Okay. Beads, but I'm gonna load this up because I have a ton of craft supplies, and I can only imagine that the worlds are colliding right now. Lighter, measuring tape, fishing weight, which works really well. That's an oldie. Works really well. And what do you call these stuffs? This is what I have as a fillet knife right now. It's just a house knife, but I have it really sharp, so in case. That's why I'm mainly fishing for sand perch right now. These could come out. This could probably come out. There's just a bunch of these guys, which I believe people use for and you can put like rubbery things on it or decorate. I've seen them used a bunch of different ways. I like where you kind of end up with people's stuff that they don't want anymore, so, like, especially my dad, we used to get piles of old tackle, and, it's kind of a mess right now. That was the resin dust, but as you can see, taking a break. Here's some specimens. I have to put it in fresh propylene glycol, because the person who's using this, like, poured the stuff he used to make, to preserve leaves for keychains. Isn't that huge? I have long-ass fingers, y'all. I'm not kidding. I'm 5'9", and that is a horsefly from out here. And one of those killed my niece. So, it's very personal with those. And I got over some things because, you know, life is life. We're part of it. We're part of the circle. And, yeah, because I grew up fishing, but I don't know. Kind of felt bad. And a lot of my friends are really kind souls, beautiful people. But, like, hunting and fishing, stuff like that is, like, horrifying. But not vegan or anything, like stuff like no judgment at all, like, because, you know, I actually went through a time in my life where I attempted a vegan diet. My sister is like 30 years vegan, but half sister, you know, I think I just wanted to belong somewhere, but unfortunately I like doing a lot of manual labor, whether it be helping someone move a bunch of bricks, or fishing, or swimming. I like just, and so I need fuel, and the all human body stuff. Yeah. And I love seafood, and can't even get any locally. Publix does not carry Florida catches locally. The only Florida seafood they had was in their bait freezer. And it's fresh from Florida, shrimp, bait shrimp. And, so, I was like, well, you know, I'm pretty lost in life. I have no idea what I want to do or be. I thought I did, but, like, just, couldn't have expected, like, nobody expects, like, what their life ends up containing. And, just one void after another, and the crafting, like, I love it. Like, personally love it. I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life. Make little things, keeps my hands and mind busy. And, I like salvaging all the stuff. Crafting and handmade stuff is, like, skyrocketed. There's so much. To the point that, like, I never really wanted, like, anything. I just, like, make what I guess I want because it just, like, happens. It comes into existence. I like tinkering. And, but people are on fire right now in the craft community, so it feels a little futile. I love it, and it's going to make, like, the coolest craft supplies available. I've already seen, like, 50 freaking new craft supplies I've never even knew existed, so. And, I'm even seeing, like, a huge resurgence in, like, just, like, either cultural crafts or niche crafts. And granted, it's probably, like, more people sharing and filming and, like, putting on social media, but it's amazing. It really is. So, and, so instead of, like, doing the whole Etsy thing, which I've done for years and sold vintage, a friend of mine passed away who owns a vintage shop on Lake Avenue, and another woman, a fisherwoman, it's Kismet, Lake Earth is Kismet, and, she took it over, and she had the same story, grew up going and talking to Judy, and, at the fashion exchange in Lake Earth. August 1st is her celebration of life, and I really want to try to make it. And, so she's consigning vintage, so I'm just going to bring all my best pieces there. And then I don't have to worry about it. It's like full circle, soul food, and, really excited about that. And, it'll free up a lot of space, because that closet especially is full of really good vintage. And, I can't try it on. When I try it on to take pictures of for eBay, I just like, oh, well, I could wear this in case they're like highly specific event that I see. I don't know. And I don't go many places. I go to the desk and the ocean, and the having a camera to be able to see. That's one place that it's just my favorite place to be, like, ever. It's the best. Swimming in the ocean. And, swimming in general. I've never swam in a spring. Don't know why. But, they're quite far from me. But, it's just swimming. And, but it's so hard to, like, describe it to people, so I'm so used to just, like, taking it in and, holding it, I guess. But now, I can actually take pictures down there. Are you kidding me? So, thank you for a lot for forever. And I got him swimming, and he made every dream come true with that camera. Action 4, DJI Action 4. And, wow. Wow. It's such a treat, because I always, like, knew that, because I've been to the West Coast and I've been up north, there's a pleasure spot here. Great swimming, really high clarity, and just incredible. It's always a good experience. And, I mean, I've had a handful of, like, borderline traumatizing experiences, but that's it. And, but I can never photograph it. It's just, something I didn't think was going to be possible for a long time, because the last time I looked at, like, underwater cameras that were, like, I guess, really good for affordable, no, they didn't exist. And the housings are very expensive to put camera in, and they don't zoom, but all more reason to, like, it's just, I'm really stoked about that. And that has checked every box for me for the last few months, to the point I didn't even touched a bead, really. So all this has become clutter, and I don't want it to go to waste. So what I usually do is I find teachers that want, like, stuff like pom-poms, felt, and these things. Like, there's so much. And that's just the little clutch of stuff that was starting to slip off the shelf. And some stuff I'm gonna throw in this tackle box here. Like, I did just pass. I'm gonna show this. I jacked this, but for the go bag. Isn't this sweet? So this is the part. It obviously has, you know, your screwdrivers. I've never seen one that has a little hammer. And that's just this. So that should go in. Oh yeah. So here is my dad gave me this because my basket broke and my bag was making ripping sounds. So he gave me this. And it's probably a tool bag, but it's a Florida Coast premium craftsmanship. And show. Oh shoot. Song of the Day, Terry Jack. Ooh. Oh, I know that song. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine is up. Like this. Wait, no. That song's a good. That one and Time in a Bottle are like swords. I'm not sure what it stands for, but SSS South Florida is what I've been saying. And that's, ooh, I didn't expect it to do that. Sorry, that probably sounded like, because it's on the desk. It stuck my head so hard. I love that song. Oh, that reminds me of like the other one. I don't know. I don't think Terry Jacks did that. Maybe? No. Cats in the Cradle. I like songs with stories like that. And I finally found, my dad gifted me this big book. And it's Encyclopedia of Fishing. And it's fresh and salt water. And wow, what a joy. Because, like, I just never really thought to share, I don't know what you would call this, like lifestyle stuff. Like, I was trying to keep the channel to like, crafts at one point, and then it turned into plants, which plants are doing beautifully. The dragon fruit, the saffron scent, I've never seen anything grow so fast. One already has a flower. I've tried growing dragon fruit for a few years now, just kind of lazily, I guess, and I am putting effort into these because I'm a very sentimental person, that's for sure. I do keep a little dictionary on me because I have Google Fi, so my phone doesn't work unless I'm connected to Wi-Fi. I'm not even kidding. They told me that they're investigating the towers in Palm Beach County and that I should get a new provider. And this is a good one. This is my grandpa's. It actually still has pages marked. And it's by receipts. Double volley here. Good for trolling. And that's actually what we do when we go out, my dad and I, and my dad, because he goes out alone a lot. But he comes back like zenned out with a ton of fish, like the within limit fish. And it's going to be even nicer because more people on the boat means more fish in the boat. And we'd all be going to the same place anyway. And I did get the new, there's something I want, and it's so bad. So bad. I've been actually waiting a long time because, like, I mean, I doubt the price will ever go down, but, like, maybe it'll pop up on eBay. But, let me pass it over. found a chair in the bushes. And we found it weeks ago. And I was like, dang, that's a nice chair. And weeks later, it was still there. So I put it out. I was like out in the open too. I did have a bunch of like nothing. I grabbed it. UV. It's got crawdads, corn, lemon. And I looked it up. It's just like from Walmart, so it's not like it was like $30, I think. And so I'm hoping. But yeah, it was full of the same like garbage bags, like empty bottles in the thing, nothing about it moves, so I don't think it's like someone's to keep stashed when you need it. I had to clean it and stuff, but I really like it. I'm sorry, I ramble when there's stuff in my eyes, apparently. But this, I don't know why I haven't seen such a thing. Years ago, I was sleeping too much, and in my bed, I was living in a really tiny apartment, so my bed was way too big anyway, and I decided that it was just actually affecting my life negatively, so I tossed it, and I got me an army cot. I still have the frame, but the fabric itself, it was owned by a man named Jackson, I'm guessing, because it's just, I don't know when it's from. But, I should show, maybe you could tell. This. Yo, Mr. Self-Destruction, check this out. Is that not some idea? Because there's a place called Peanut Island here, and I've been wanting to camp there forever, especially as an adult, like with eyes in training. So, swim at this bridge. That's where all that like really intense, well, I think it's really intense underwater footage is. I need to start posting it on Instagram too, because I take mainly pictures down there. I really do. But that's the bridge. I love swimming under it. Shade all day. And it's world renowned. If you look up Blue Heron Bridge, that's that. Octopus, stingrays, manta rays, eels, sharks. Saw a manta ray on Sunday and a shark on Saturday. I don't know why I said that backwards, but Peanut Island's right here. And I actually need a closer chart now with this. I know where all the, it does have all the symbols and stuff, but I really want a closer one. There's boilers here. And it's they end up being fish havens. And trying to get all the information in from locals, because I love the internet, but I really like talking to people in person, especially learning stuff, like talking to people in person, not so much, but talking to people in person and like listening and learning from their experience is like, I don't even know why TVs exist, honestly, because that is like, if you have any like experience or tips of any form of trades, like I'll be sitting there with a notebook, I'm not exaggerating. I wanted to show this. This is the eye of the pole that broke off, but went to Tuppence and had it repaired. Not with the measurements black, but it just needed to work. And Lantana found this nail. It's probably not too old, but finding a nail in the ocean is always... And same thing with coins, even modern ones. It's probably a dime. It'll be interesting to see the year, because then, like, how long did it take to do that? And this. And a little, maybe a tiny little coupling, or a little bit of a pipe. It's blocked on that side. And flip. How am I wearing three? Because I live with someone from Scotland. For real though. I'm trying to fatten up actually because I weighed myself the other day. I quit eating carbs because it just makes me sleep. Makes me like couch locked almost. Like I love pasta, I could eat bowls of it, but I didn't realize what like just eating like whole foods, and I don't eat like big portions. I eat small portions, but I eat throughout the day, like a grazer. And it's not like nutrient-rich food, but I didn't realize I weighed myself just out of boredom at Publix or Winn-Dixie or whatever, and I don't even want to say that shit out loud. I'm 5'9", and I'm not like, you know, trying to look at. I just rarely think of like. I just want to be optimized for whatever I'm doing. That's why I eat a lot of meat and seafood. Well, not seafood because I haven't been able to access them in a long time. But I eat a lot of meat, dairy, and anything that is like fuel. Because I just get like dizzy and delirious. So I like fuel, and I don't really think of food as like, I used to love making like big recipes, old recipes, like anything that I come across. But I would end up with a disaster zone kitchen, and I would end up with I would end up eating before cleaning up, and there's just no, and then it's the next day, no, it is a nightmare. So I like eating food whole, like baked whole eggplant, baked whole potatoes, grilled steak. I like cooking outside, and like there's banana leaves out there, mess free, and like it like can transfer some goods. And wait, I only have a baby little pool right now from Walmart, but I like it a lot. And I also have some 40-pound test line, 30-pound and 20-pound to use as leaders. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I have one of these things. It does get really bright when the sun, and so I've been trying to cover up, like, because the sun is really brutal. Is I have this, and then a hat, and then sunglasses, and finally, for some reason, sunglasses I can never keep on my face because it's so hot down here. Oh, where did I put them? I lost my necklace. It was the necklace I've worn like every day for years. It's a Greek dime. Well, it's 20. This is 20. And it's Greek, and it's from the 20s. I just really liked it, and it's on a chain I found in a denim jacket. Not this one. A really old one. I think there was. Oh yeah. And my dad's borrowing a few of my books so that I have to study from. I'm trying to find more fish guides. But I have this little guy. And gosh, it didn't really specify the coast, but it's dead on to our area because we do have the Atlantic coast. And of course. But this is great because I want to start integrating like all of my interests. Because crafts, okay, now that you mentioned that it is quite funny, I didn't really expect to take my jacket off because it's so cold in here. I'm in PJs. Well, not PJs, but like work stuff. And but I don't care anymore. How do I say spent? Like, you know, my mom was like a disco queen, like kind of like the redhead version of Fran Dresshire from The Nanny. And I always liked vintage and dressing like, but that's not like my only. I didn't really think about it that much, and I'm not trying to engage with, I always had a hard time, like, trying to find, like, a place to fit myself like that, where people, like, live and breathe that thing, because just so many scattered interests. But, my mom's back, like, able to walk without fainting, and, which, I'll probably make a video on that, because I'm actually quite infuriated. And I, just, realigned my, what's the word I couldn't think of earlier? Realized my goals in life, and, like, what my forever looks like. Because I used to think I did, I just got really shaken, like, and I never know what to expect, so I'm trying to anchor myself into a forever point, and just stay docked there, quite literally. And my greatest paradise is the ocean, anywhere on, in, or near water. I've been living inland for the last 5 years, and just no work out here. I have an e-bike in a rural, unincorporated, so no work, and like all the plants they grew, people very interested, dozens and dozens of messages. Too far. And definitely too far for anybody I know. To even come, like, have fires, camp out. But, I just, like, as broke, then it got to a point of, like, almost no return to the point. I couldn't even conceptualize, like, acquiring anything but what I could forage and salvage. But, so, I need to change shirts. If it's going to throw it away, but I just threw it on because I was trying to reorganize, but then played a few games and decided to pop down the street. Eat the weeds, of course. To have something delicious always to serve with fish. I just want clean food, and unfortunately no one seems to make it anymore. And like clean as in, you know where it's coming from. No dolphins or sea turtles were caught up in the nets that, it's not dyed, it's not altered, I guess, I don't know, it's as is, and that's what I'm interested in. And so I heard enough to find produce these days that aren't like coated with a mile of wax, like an inch of wax, because I actually like the apple peels, and like I like keeping the skin on like home fries sometimes. I don't know. I'm a prude. No, I'm not. I don't think anybody's like really that stoked about the state of the quality of the food, because it's definitely different. And there's only Publix here. There's Winn-Dixie, but I've never seen that Winn-Dixie's like the forgotten one or something, because I've never seen so much gray meat, and it's new. It's too new to be forgotten. It's been the last few years, but like it's very west of civilization. They're building a civilization, but just like kind of like a city place thing. Probably have 2 Starbucks and all those kind of places, which I don't know. I can't remember the last time I went to a Starbucks. My internet didn't work at my parents' house, or my phone didn't work at all, and I missed the interview for Margaritaville for a peer agent, and that's like the entry level. Then you could filter yourself through onto the ship. But so I was gonna go to Starbucks, and then I remembered how cold they keep it, and that's just infuriating. And my dad's like, why didn't you go in like winter gear? And I was like, that's actually quite funny, and in my opinion, I do want to do that. Yes, I did need to use that really bad. Just cut this here. Trying to set this up for maximum use as far as remembering all this stuff, because yeah, it's important. It's really important to know legally how many fish you could keep and at what size and all that. So it's very important. And trying to get on a drift boat this weekend. Probably be next weekend or the weekend after. But finally found one that's under $80 for 4 hours, which I get. It's crazy expensive right now. But $60 bar jack, which of course it's bar jack. That's the B-Love, which is a pretty well-known drift boat in these parts. She goes out of Lantana and Boynton Inlet, deep sea vessel, and you always come back with something. So that will be nice, because the guy who's had the batteries and the hands to help my dad get the boat back, in order, it just needs the old gas taken out and new batteries. And oh, and like pressure cleaning and stuff like that. But his number changed or something, because it was out of service, or maybe he had to pay his bill or something. So that was like as soon as I was leaving, so I'm not exactly sure. So I am looking for marine batteries. And offer up Facebook, things like that. Too many bees. Last time I was in here, I was like aggressively sorting bees. This is my grandpa's old sailboat, but it's missing a lot of pages. But at least it has the information that I needed right now. And I'm looking for any coffee. Wish it should be really cheap one either. Got Linda Greenwald's Hungry Ocean on the way. Linda Greenwald is, if you've seen Perfect Storm, Linda Greenwald is the female ship captain, or the female, anyway, she's a real human being, and she was the last transmission to Billy Tyne, which was the captain of the ship in that film, Andrew Gale. And I finally looked up on maps, like Google Maps, like the distance from, I don't want to say it out loud because I don't really know how to pronounce it, Gloucester? Sorry. But, yeah. Real far. Insanely far. Like, my stomach hurt a little bit seeing how far. This is intense. I wonder like exactly how long they go out for. So we're fishing boats, long liners, which I think is like the ideal home. I really do. Long liners and trawlers. I'm trying to learn all the different boats because I have a few, but never, just from experience and like living coastally. Like 10 years ago, I was trying to make a little magazine called Coastal Living. And then I realized it existed. And so I called it Living Coastal. I'm not even kidding. I don't know why I say that, but I'm not even kidding. I do think I drink a lot of coffee. And I guess I can keep this random piece of paper notes. Because I'm not, I'll be real, I'm having a little bit of a hard time trying to decipher the chart, not decipher the chart maps, but like figuring approximate distances via ruler. And the reason why I want this, so I could approximate the distances, not to like, because I mean 1/1,000,000th of an inch, if that's a thing, off like a I'm not even the same area. I should have brushed my hair. I look a mess. Anyway, let me think. I can approximate an area to find a closer view, and eventually start getting into the real-time parts. But I'm just starting from the bottom. I always get ahead of myself and then not bored, but I have a hard time staying focused and staying on topic. And the last few weeks, it actually probably was a good thing that I had no access to the internet because I just had this stack of books, and I needed to focus for just a second to get like past the there they are. Keep these in the tackle box. So I have a bunch of these little bags. And you get sequin clothes, they usually come in. I need to change shirts. I feel like this. I did get one of these. I didn't find it. I was telling my dad it was like my dream to find one. And they're at Glassby's. There used to be a nautical store on Dixie Highway, and they had a huge pile of these huge, big blue ones, every color. But I'm gonna make a net for it, like my shopping bag net. I'm sure I've seen these hanging in seafood restaurants or anywhere nautical. Glassby, I should just keep it in there. Because I'll forget. It's nice and thick, but I don't want to forget. Okay. Almost there. I just don't really like with a lot of this stuff. These are shells. I found this really nice set of barnacles sticking up a plant. Let's see. I feel bad. Putting away seeds, so I just put them in the seed bottle. Random seeds. Same thing with shells, like throwing away stuff that's like natural like that. Like, always. I remember seeing someone dump a whole jar of shells in the garbage can because they got the jar and it just had shells in it. I sat there picking shells out of the garbage can. I really like mentioning that. And I also found my top. It's all messed up, but found it. Now, I don't know where all my other tops are because I got really into little, like the old-timey, I guess hand fidgets, if you will, since it's a thing. And that was like 10 years ago. I saw a meme. And so. But anywho, the metal ones that you twist strategic ways, and what are those called? Puzzles. Metal puzzles. Alright, so this is an example of stuff I'll just bag up and keep, because I do have a little mobile creation station, because fishing, swimming, sometimes the current's too strong to swim, so you just go to the fishing pier. And if you have stuff like out and you're not like constantly casting or getting bait, you know, you can sit there for a while and make some things. I'm just gonna throw any little bottles. So another idea I have is specimen bottles for the areas, and then people can use them in their crafts. So I find like microscopic shells a lot, I usually find those when I'm back because I'll bring a little scoop of sand. Let's see if I could. Yeah. They're impossibly small. Do you like the wall? Florida concrete house in the swamp. The swamp's like really move. You should see the streets out here. You see them? Very tiny. Really good in resin or little those charm bottles. And I'm looking for every beach. Well, I can make it for every beach. I haven't made any yet. But I think I'm talking myself into hunger. I also have, I don't know babies, I just, because like this is like such a sweet craft supply in my opinion. And it's old coupons for cigarettes, I think from the 80s, for Raleigh. A whole bag. Some lotto tickets too. Maybe this is the date. 96. Well, this bag is, or these are from 96. So maybe these are 90s. That's so old. I haven't looked them up that lot for some reason. Just have a big old bag. I have a bunch of dead stock, meaning just like old things brand new in the package, ranging every decade. Big bin of it. So I'll have to put these in the... They just fell behind the... Oops. Oh, that's what's in line. That's cool. Hmm. 17 pounds. I should keep it in the pocket. I don't think I would have any reason to do that. 17 pounds. 20, 30, and 40. And then when I get the reel, I'm going to try to get it like heavy. So, any advice? It's a beach pole, so it's just long but sturdy, rigid. And because I have this small goofy bait for sand perch. And sand perch, I don't know what to do. Sand perch is technically like considered a bait fish, but they're like highly delicious. And they're actually recommended for people who don't like seafood to give them a go. Oh, I do have cod. Oh, I look a mess. I try not to look at myself. Fish away. That stuff is the best. I need a new bottle. It's Carlson glass bottle. I have a box of plastic toys, like puzzles and moving things. I think it's dead. Let me check. I think it's the same as the controller here. Sweet. And Kobach's gonna bring the drone next time, and gosh, gonna be able to find a ton of rock piles that way out of the no spear zone. So we'll at least be able to swim with the spear. Because no spear, no take at blue heron. And that FWC will roll if you have one. Even if you have it for protection. And like, that's, I mean, I have no problem or complaint with that because they're protecting that area and it needs protected because people just break the coral off and stuff like that. And here's just I left my hairbrush. So I just have like this hand-carved bone comb right now. And it's not a pleasurable experience. And I've just been like organizing all kinds of inanimate objects. It's not like I'm going out. But I don't know. I have like, oh, what's that? Not interests, but I have a new set of, I forgot the word. But I think I'm gonna eat before because I think I could be putting these drawers to better use. Because right now it's just holding beads. And if I'm not using beads, it's like all of my, like the storage areas are full of just jars of beads. Jars and drawers. And I really only want to keep the glass ones, seed beads, because those are useful for things other than crafting. And it's nice, I like just stringing simple strands of seed beads for shells, pendants. I think really nice gifts, like quick gifts. Really cathartic. Sit there on the coast. But yeah. It's just too much. A lot of these are from someone who's incarcerated for the next 30 years, I believe. Because, but a bunch of seed beads. And it was like, I was making a lot of stuff with seed beads at that time, and I really wanted pink, because pink with red and orange is just so vibrant from afar. It's a good intermediate color. I just like how it lines up a lot, and didn't have a single one, so I went to a local shop and bought a pair of earrings for $3, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's so much work for $3. And the lady was like, yeah, my niece, or not my niece, my nephew made them, and yeah, long story short, it was passed over the beads. Couldn't be more grateful. So that's an example of something highly sentimental, highly useful, because even if you just want to like sew a little thing, every bead is like a palette of paint. You could do anything. And yeah, I'm gonna eat and stuff like that, and then continue going through stuff. Hardly made it done, but I haven't streamed in a long time, because the last few months when I was out, my soul search just doesn't work unless it's connected to the internet. They told me I should switch carriers, so that I'm trying to do that. Let me back here. Try to stream as much as possible, because it's a true treat to be able to do. I don't go out very much, and it turns out I am a social person. I always thought I was shy, but I was then. And yeah, so have a beautiful day if I get too sidetracked. But I thought I will, because I have a lot of energy. It's I hope it becomes apparent, because talk is weird. I like a new path? No, a new path? A new Not morals, but like, what's important. I just don't see myself. Like, the world has just changed a lot, and I don't really feel like changing that much. And to be frank, and sometimes like, it doesn't sound like naive or like or anything. It's just everyone's just yelling at each other at this point, and I don't like confrontation like that, and like just very like just soured, and like I spend my time like doing the things that I like doing, and it benefits like other things. I'm not really driven by money by any means, driven by finding objects, and like yeah, you can find objects at stores, but I mean like in the ground, and it's like forgotten objects, stuff like that, and so that's free. But I need to buckle down on that because I gotta like make money for my family and stuff, so can't be a human feather forever. So I'm trying to get better at that. And applied to Margaritaville. Hopefully I'll make the next dinner. Anyway, there was one more thing that was, but I don't really think of anything other than like I should like be more mindful of thoughts because none of them include like things beyond my control. I mean, not like that, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know what to say about anything ever. I don't want to call it a bad habit, but like, I can put myself in anybody's shoes. Only child, I grew up downtown, like, where, and so I talked to a lot of people, and like, working as hostess for years, and waitress for years, and like, very condensed, but very small town. This whole city's like 2 streets, and it's right by the beach, and it's the same faces every day, but all unique, different types of humans. Not a single human is exactly like ever. It's not possible. And but and like people I've known for years, like over a decade, just like wouldn't let up, like at all. And it's like if you ask like to either talk about something else, it makes it worse. And if you like try to like, they're like, well, I don't really know it's even worse. And like, so I really got spent, and so I'm burnt out completely on everything except forever, which is the ocean, and I will be there for the rest of my life. And I knew I'd never leave this county, so it's where I spend any free time and any moment I can, and I want to just integrate fully. And what I mean by that is learn everything I can about just every direction on the ocean, and finding work within the marinas and docks. So applied a few places that dock hands, haven't heard anything back, but I'm just not gonna. They make it really easy to apply to a bunch of places, and a lot of places, Porta Palm Beach, there's countless opportunities there, and you grow into something indescribable. Like, the reason I was going so hard on plants is to sell plants and like make a little nursery, but it just was like Sisyphusing myself out and rolling a boulder uphill, same boulder, same hill, every fucking day. And like, what am I supposed to do? Eat the like berries once a year? I love collecting plants and planting plants. However, I'm hungry, like actually hungry, and I want good food. And all this shit is like so expensive anyway. Like chicken thighs, or like chicken thighs. they're so cheap. And my parents have got a huge thing for $4.96. God, knock on wood. Because they're always good. You could cook them anyway, and like they're hard to mess up because they don't get tough the longer they cook. Anyway, happy trails. Love y'all, and I genuinely missed y'all. It was like a little void because my phone does not work at all. Messenger, a little bit. I can't send videos or anything like that, or receive videos, or like links. You can't even press links, and just really bizarre experience. And managed to get through to Google a few times or get a hold of them. And the one time or the second time, the call kept dropping. It was like 8 times. She had to keep calling back, and I had to keep running down the alley. And it was 107 that day with the heat index. 107. And I told her that. That's why I was like, please don't do the whole, like, I know you have to say this, but, like, this is, like, on recording anyway. Please stop repeating, like, the whole, I'm running around at 107 degrees, and it doesn't work. Didn't you try to restart your phone? It was, a nightmare. But I still have to call back, because there's no way. $200, 2 months of nothing? No, it doesn't work at all. And it says YouTube's taking all the data, but it doesn't work. I wasn't watching videos. What was I going to sit there and watch a spinning circle, a loading circle? It doesn't work. So, and they said as much eventually. And all I had to do was give them a zip code, and they were like, yeah, it's not going to work. And why couldn't they do that one? Because it's never worked without Wi-Fi, but I just thought, like, a swamp, and, not, like, working in, like, anywhere on the coast. Makes no sense. It really makes no sense. And, like, no one's phone works. It's... Anyway, happy trails. Love you.